Okay, people, your first video from beyond. Well, that's me, innit? Anyway, this is what your OCR checklist is. You could write it down if you wanted. I don't know. I was a bit worried about doing you a little video before we started religious language together, because I have, by the nature of Mrs. D, chosen you the hardest one to do ever. So, as I've said, a topic most students find hard, as it's a very abstract warning now. Anyway, to give you some context, it comes from the 20th century, and many philosophers have focused on issues relating to language. Some things, if you really think about it, are impossible to explain. Think about if someone has achieved a lifelong ambition, or experienced a bereavement, or, as I have, given birth. It's pretty impossible to put that experience into words and do it justice. Keywords you need to know and learn. This is where you get to pause me now. More keywords to know and learn. So, the Vienna Circle was built upon some of the great philosophers. Truth and knowledge were to be found in that which was observable via senses. So the circle, i.e. the Vienna Circle, shared the view that science could provide knowledge and that areas such as metaphysics, religion and ethics should be avoided. So the circle were claiming the existence of God is meaningless. It is nonsense and cannot be discussed in a meaningful way, so therefore let's just not bother talking about it. Well, not exactly. Clearly, otherwise wouldn't be doing this video now for you. The problem is, if we cannot know whether God exists because we cannot have experience to confirm it, this leads us to a lot of problems, whether we are theist, agnostic or atheist. The verification principle was known by later thinkers as the strong verification principle. This is because statements have to be verified in practice. There are problems, it is too rigid. For example, we cannot make statements about history. For instance, there are no empirical observations that you can make that can verify that Julius Caesar existed. Scientific laws are meaningless because gravity being constant at all places on Earth is impossible to verify. So, have a look at these, have a think, we'll talk about it on Friday. And here is just a little taster into religious language. These are both pictures of Aya, older Aya, younger, happy, smiley Aya. Thanks for listening, laters.